Hey, welcome to part 2 of working on my Royal Navy uniform here. Got something to talk about. In the last video, I talked about sewing this cording on the front here to represent buttonholes. I'm not really happy with this because as you sew in here, it's bunching up my fabric. As you can see, that doesn't look very good. So I think what I'm going to do is I took this top one off here. I'm going to press it out flat again. And I'm actually going to use my buttonhole maker to sew some actual buttonholes. Now, what you can see here is 2 buttonholes because they're supposed to be very long on these lapels. I don't have a buttonhole maker fitting that makes them that long. So what I did is I sewed 2 end to end, one short one and one long one. I'm going to put my buttons actually through a slit there and offset it a little bit. So as you can see, I've sewed 2 shorter buttonholes here. The buttons are going to go through holes like that into the jacket itself. And I'm going to sew an additional buttonhole going this way, a long one. All right, I got all these buttonholes sewn. Now, on some of them I was off a little bit. Like you can see there, that doesn't line up. But I don't think it really matters. These aren't really going to be functioning buttonholes. In other words, I'm not going to be buttoning and unbuttoning them. The buttons are going to be permanently sewn like that. So I don't really think that makes much of a difference. Just one thing here, the way I figured out to secure these buttons on these facings, I didn't want to laboriously sew each one on there. So I flip them over, they have rings on the back. I just stuck a little bit of these zip ties through there, and I'm just gonna trim those up and put a drop of glue to hold them on the back there. So that's a nice secure connection. Plus, it means the buttons will never rotate. They'll always be facing the same way. So you can see what I did. I just trimmed these little pieces of plastic up a bit, put a touch of glue on there, and that's going to hold those in perfectly. All right, I got the other facing done here. I've just temporarily pinned them on the jacket here, and I think it looks really good.